Hey guys, welcome back. I've been away for a little while visiting with family. I've been focusing on my trading and of course our team in Discord and our self-growth. And guys, we've been crushing it. I want to go over a new indicator that we have available for all of our premium members in chat. Guys, this is my thank you to you guys for supporting me. I just want to say thank you, and I really appreciate it, just to be honest with you. I want to make this indicator free for anyone who joins our Discord for, of course, the premium packages and up. If you're in our Discord, this is an indicator that you can add to your chart if you have TradingView. I'm working on a Thinkorswim version of this as well, as we have a lot of Thinkorswim traders in chat as well. But right now, this is for TradingView. What you're seeing is this TradingView chart. And what we're looking at is a whole bunch of circles, colors, and noise going on. So let me explain what's happening here. This indicator is going to plot a green and red arrow depending on oversold and overbought conditions. So oversold and overbought really just tells us not really that we're going to get that reversal, but we may get that little bounce play or that little bounce scalp that we're looking for. So if you're looking for an entry and a pullback, or you're looking for a good spot to possibly a lower risk entry compared to at the top, well, then maybe this is for you. But of course, I would never trade any indicator by itself. I have to use it in conjunction with a back-tested strategy. And I will be building a strategy based around this indicator and these type of moves for our team. We know that this is not bullish momentum. We know that this is a drop from those highs, as we can see over here, just dropped on down. And we know that we're looking for a dip, right? We're just looking to buy that dip, get a scalp, get in, get green, get out. And if you really feel there's going to be continuation, of course, you can hold yourself a lottery, right? So sell maybe 75% or 90% of your position, hold the rest, and there you go. On RXRX, what we can see here is the chart has a bunch of colors. We've got green in the background. We've got red in the background. We've got little green arrows. If I zoom in on this, you can see in this circle a little green arrow, and the background of the chart is green. What I did here, which is pretty cool, or I think it's pretty cool. You guys let me know in the comments, of course. But I think it's pretty cool. I based our strategy, a oversold and overbought strategy. So if I go to my indicators here, it's the oversold, overbought strategy right here, Bullish Bob. What we're looking for is that bounce play. So what's going to happen is when those conditions have been met. So when it's oversold, it's going to be in green. In other words, it's telling me to, it's a possible buy signal. Now, of course, I'm going to use that in conjunction with other strategy and other signals, but it's one signal of many that I need to see before I consider taking a trade, right? So if I see the background is green, what that's telling me is that it's oversold. And think of oversold and overbought like a rubber band, right? You stretch it too far one way, it's bound to bounce back the other way, right? Until it just basically breaks. And at times there will be a few of these that break, and that's why this is great. This is going to be a stop loss required type of strategy once it's all said and done. So we'll have a stop loss, either it be mental or of course a hard stop during the market hours. But on RXRX, this is a higher float name, and we've got 118 million share float, so it's not perfect. We look for lower float names, under 150 million share float, but really preferably under 25 million share float is what I'm looking for. But we had RXRX gap up in the pre-market session. So of course we can look for just these bounce plays, right? So every time we see that the chart in the background is green, that's basically telling us that it is oversold. And that rubber band is basically stretched so far one way that it may bounce back the other way. Now, if I stay on this here, you will see that there will be a bounce. It's not always going to give us that reversal, but when it does, man, it's going to be so sweet. But it doesn't always happen. Let's be honest, it's not going to happen. So we have to mitigate risk. We have to make sure that we stick to our plan and our strategy, and we make sure that we take profit where we see fit, right? So when we see these green sections of the chart, what it's telling us is it's oversold or overbought, and the green is going to be oversold. So that means it's a buy signal. Doesn't mean I'll buy just automatically, but it is a buy signal. So if we just hypothetically bought at every one of these dips, we can see how many times it was successful and how many times it wasn't. And that's what's great about this indicator too. If you're not really familiar with back testing and all that, this makes it really easy. I'll go over at the end of the video how you can back test this really easy without really knowing anything about back testing. We'll just do a really simple version of that. But what we can see here is we had that green chart. We had that green arrow giving us the signal that it's oversold, right? And it's flickering here, not sure why, but it's oversold. And we bounced back up. So if I take this little measuring tool here in TradingView and I measure from the bottom of this and to the top of this move, it's about 5%. So not crazy. It's not a reversal, right? But, you know, 2, 3, 4% on that quick scalp, get in, get green, get out, maybe 10 cents. That's a 60-cent move. So if you're trading, you know, thousands of shares and you're looking for a quick 10 cents, there's your 10-cent move, right? And we can see that we have multiple opportunities throughout the day. So if I measure over here again, green area here, and we pull up and we hit about, say we get up to there, that's 13%. That's $1.39 per share from that entry. Now, guys, make sure when you're trading and you're looking at this, let's be realistic, guys. We're talking about money here. We're talking about money. So let's not fool ourselves. We're not going to get filled at the bottom and we're not going to get filled at the top. And so with knowing that, understand that yes, it's 13%. Yes, it's over $1 per share, but realistically, 10 cents. We can get that 10 cents quick and we can get ourselves a hold of lotto in case you feel there's going to be continuation, which of course this would have turned into a nice lottery move. Now, some of these will be reversals, but some of these will not be. So the red that we see behind here is the opposite. It's saying that it's overbought, which means it may need a little breather. Doesn't mean it's going to reverse back down all the way to where it started. But what it means is it may need a little breather here shortly because it's becoming a little extended and a little overbought. So that rubber band's extending one way. It's going to bounce back before it retraces, starts going back up. So red on the chart here, if I zoom in on that, what we can see is we got up here. We had this red candle, this red area, and then a red candle to follow, 2 red candles. So a little retrace, right? Same over here. Red candle after a red area. So a little retrace breather, same idea, little red candle, and then before it started continuing up. Now, of course, if you use this in conjunction with our levels that we have in chat and you use it with other buy and sell signals, then you can, of course, develop a really nice strategy around this. This is just one of many indicators that we have available for free to all of our premium members. So as I scroll to the right, we can see a few more examples. It was red here. We got our little retrace, right? So maybe if you're looking for an entry, maybe if you're looking for it after it pops and saying, you know, I'm going to look for a pullback before I get in. Maybe you look after something like this. One of these conditions here will tell you, oh, well, maybe this is where I need to start looking for that entry. And as you can see, it bounced back up. Red area again, pull back, retrace, bounce off this level. So use it in conjunction. Went all the way up to here, retrace back down. Now we have green again, telling us, hey, it's back to oversold. So we're kind of, it's like ping pong, right? We're back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Well, what it's doing is if you're actively trading, it's allowing you to scalp these moves for a good 5, 10, 15, 20 cents with ease. This one here, again, from top to bottom there, we're looking at 7%. Let's be realistic, guys. More like 3%, right? And 87 cents per share, nice. But let's be realistic, more like maybe 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents per share. Of course, depending on your fill, how many shares you bought, this, that, and the other thing, right? So other conditions will play a major factor. But guys, this is the new indicator. Isn't that pretty cool? It's got red in the background. You can go to the user inputs. Of course, you can change these inputs yourself. And it's a really simple indicator. We've got the RSI length here. You can change that. You can change the number of the oversold, the number for the overbought. So if you want to see it a little bit tighter, you can also come in here and change the color. So maybe you want to see it in, let's say pink. Maybe you prefer pink for oversold, right? Or maybe you prefer blue. You can do that, right? You can change the colors. You can change the how it's showing up there, the opacity, and just hit OK. Me, I'm going to hit cancel because I don't want to just keep it the way it is. So I like this indicator. It's really smooth. It's really easy. Now let me show you how you can use this on other names, right? So HCTI was one that was going off today. So HCTI. And if I turn off basically all the other indicators that we have on here, you'll see that we had an area of green here. So it's a little bounce, right? Got that little bounce there. And then maybe that's an algorithm doing something like that as well. Red area here came back down. Did not get a green area there. And you're not going to get them on every single bounce, guys. So it's not going to be perfect. And nothing is. Of course, we know that in trading. But we have the red here, retrace. There's your breather. If you're looking for an entry, here's another red, retrace. And that was all she wrote. Over here, we had a green area. Nice little bounce from there. And again, realistically, from the bottom to the top of that move, we're looking at about 50 cents is 7%, but realistically, we're looking at maybe 10 cents to 20 cents. So I'm not sure. I have to backtest this strategy further. And as I do, of course, our members in chat will get all the information that I get. So as I get it, I will be relaying that information to you guys. But over here, same idea, green area here. Went up to there, 9%, 65 cents. So as you can see, it's really offering, great opportunities for just quick scalps. It's not, again, it's not a reversal. It's just a bounce because that rubber band has been stretched. And look at this. This is real time right here. Again, green area, little bounce here. Not a huge bounce, but I think algorithms are looking at this as well. That's 50 cents again. Again, you got your 10 cents. With ease. So if you're just watching the chart and you see, hey, it's starting to go green, maybe you start buying a few shares, put your stop just below those levels, and next thing you know, if it's in the green, you take profit and hold yourself a lotto. So to make it easy on other names, let's go to PTPI. Same idea. So maybe you missed the day. So maybe you missed this move and you want to just see how were the results on this indicator throughout that day, and you don't really have a back tester. Well, just come in here with your pen and pad or whatever it is, make a quick Excel spreadsheet or a Google Sheets if you want to do it through them. And you can see just quick, put down PTPI at this time of day. It had the alert. Did it bounce from that level? Yes or no? And we can see that it did. So if you guys bought it here, of course, you'd have to bear 2% loss, 10 cents per share. But if you held on to it, you were looking at, again, 17%, 50 cents per share. And that 10-cent pop was guaranteed there again. Now, and excuse me, not guaranteed, because we know in trading there's nothing guaranteed, right? But what it was is it's taking out the risk. It's basically saying, you know what? We've gotten beaten up for all this time. This wasn't a good candle to buy on. This wasn't a good candle. But this one may be where you want to start watching for that reversal. It's starting to enter into that oversold look, right? And if I zoom in here, red area, retrace, right? So if you're looking for a pullback after it starts gapping up, this may be a nice indicator for that as well. Let's check out one more. KSCP, just going off a few on the scanners, and I haven't taken a look at this one. As you can see, I don't have any levels on it. Red area right here, and a retrace. Red area, retrace, right? So if you're looking for a pullback, we started to have a green dip here. Let's measure that move. Again, that's only 5 cents right there per share. This is a cheapo under, looks like $1.43 is the current price. It's a cheaper name, but still gave about 5 cents. 5 cents on this. Let's measure that move again. It's about 3.5%. It may not be feasible to take a trade on this one, but again, backtesting this will really help and understand where it's going to be valuable and where it's not going to be valuable. Over here, we've got 19 cents per share, 14, almost 15%. So again, realistically, maybe 10 cents per share, and more like 5 to 10% at most. So guys, this is the new indicator. This is the Bullish Bob Oversold, Overbought indicator. You can find this in our Discord. If I pull up the Discord here, scroll on down to, let's see, TradingView scripts. So if you don't have that open, just click it and you'll see that it opens up. TradingView scripts right here in our free version. You have that right here. So new oversold, overbought indicator. And it's going to add a few different things on the chart, the green, the red, the arrows. And of course, there will be changes made down the road. So if you guys want to get in with those changes, they're right here. And we have other indicators in here for free as well. So if you guys haven't taken advantage of that, make sure you do. I like to build these indicators in my free time. I'm not the greatest coder in the world. I wouldn't say that I'm really even a coder, but guys, I enjoy doing it. I enjoy adding value for our team, and I enjoy finding, just a little edge in the market that can give us that little something, right? That little extra oomph that we're looking for to give us some opportunity. But guys, this was on RXRX. If I pull back this name over here, we can see very, very accurate. Now, the initial move was huge. I'd like to go over this real quick as well before I take up too much of your time, guys. But I appreciate you spending your time with me. Over here in the pre-market session, I wasn't able to trade this, guys. It went without me. This was a total risk it for the biscuit if I've ever seen one. We had a cluster of levels. There were pretty nice gaps, but this one was gapping up pretty quick. Getting above those levels, it did close. I mean, as you can see, it was a clean confirmation as it rode up. It closed over, held a level, continued. It was beautiful. I did not trade it because it was a risk it for the biscuit. And for me, I wasn't willing to risk it, but it did have the volume, did have the close and confirmation. So if you guys traded confirmation on it, it was beautiful. But we can see this red area was saying it needs a breather, and man, it just did not care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bars, green bars in a row. That's a bullish vertical trend. 4 or more is going to be that red flag. Over here, same idea. Bullish vertical trend. We had these red arrows saying, hey, it's becoming a little extended. It's overbought. It might need a breather. And sure enough, it did get that breather. And if you're looking to short these might even be a nice indicator for you as well. So it might be nice on the short side. Now, it got a little choppy. I know this looks a little wonky here. Bear with me. But if I zoom in over here, you can see it got a little wonky. Not perfect. It really wasn't perfect, as you can see. But this is a higher float name. There is reasons for it. That's 50 cents right there. So from these levels, 52 cents. Let's see. Measure the next one from this level to the top of that, 60 cents, right? So, we're not looking for a huge move. We're looking for a little bounce there. And of course, if we can hold a lot and get more, then great. There's 70 cents there. So again, each one of these pretty much equates to about 10 cents or more. So nice moves if you're trading confirmation. We've got a lot of different opportunities throughout the day, but this is another approach, the oversold, overbought indicator. So guys, I appreciate your time. If you want to get this indicator, you can either join the Discord. Of course, we've got the premium services. Feel free to reach out to me anytime, and this will be available for members who are not in the Discord as well for, of course, a small fee. But I appreciate your time, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.